CoreY Holcomb said some things about you, about not having your degree and where you started off as I guess working in a strip club. Is any of that stuff true?
Who back was against the wall, and they came out the bag on me and lied on me on The Breakfast Club. Doctor, alleged doctor, whatever you want to call her. We're going to prove some points about this lady today. And it ain't even got to be bitter. It's just the flat out facts. We're dealing with mental illness here.
For this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich.
Popovich
TV.
TV.
Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now.
I will give her this. She's very clever with words. DJ Envy asked, "Are you a doctor?" And she didn't say yes. She didn't say yes. She came with, "I have a degree in this, I have a degree in that, and I have my doctorate in this, and I have my doctorate in that." And we have the research on where she's claiming she got whatever from has been done. It's all fake. All of the stuff to get to her online is all donation pages. All she wants is for you to donate to whatever she got going on. It's donation pages. I'm telling you, this bitch from the strip club, but look. And the bitch lied and said she owned me on Zoe's show.
Where this CoreY Holcomb thing comes from is I was on a show 10 years ago when I think it was before I had my doctorate degree. And CoreY is used to being able to be very disrespectful to women and doing things.
You was on the show with him or just?
He was a guest on the show. I was co-hosting. Okay. He was a guest. And I drilled his ass, to be honest. It's on YouTube. People could, look at it. And I cut into him and I said, "You seem like you are inferior to white men. And you seem like you got daddy issues. And you seem like you got mommy issues. And you got kids that don't even talk to you or respect you. They don't like you. It tells a lot about your character." Now, this was 10 years ago.
Because I said one day we was on Zoe's show, I was really doing her a favor. I said, "I know her from Zoe's show. I was trying to be nice. Bitch, I know you from D-Ray. You a bust down, bitch."
Let's talk about this shit though. Let's have the internet ablaze. You know what I mean? We spoke about this young lady before. I'm using young life, even though she young in life, I'm young in life. She ain't young like young like niggas is lining up. But we talking about none other than what's her name? Dr. Cheyenne BRYANT, right? Just was on the Breakfast Club. She was on CaM Newton podcast, and she had her little thing with CoreY Holcomb, right? Y'all know CoreY Holcomb. So she went on the Breakfast Club, right? And had some things to say about CoreY Holcomb. You funky ass nigga. You mama boy, got daddy issues, mommy issues. Your daughter don't like you. You hate women. And I'm a doctor, etc. And I didn't know who she was, right? So if you're not familiar with my content, then get familiar. I call a spade. It just is what it is. I'm not a woman hater. I'm not a man. You know what I mean? I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not always right. I'm not the most intelligent, etc. But I'm going to call it like I see it, and it is going to be what it's going to be. When I first seen her on the CaM Newton show talking about the broken homes, then she went on, I think she went on Nick Cannon's show first, then CaM Newton, right? I had never heard of it. I don't mean she's not somebody. I'm not downplaying her for the fucking people in the back. I'm just saying I never heard of her, right? But I knew who CoreY Holcomb was in 2005, 06. Ben knew who CoreY Holcomb was, right? So just to throw that out there. And so she get on CaM to recap, like, yo, you making broken homes, low vibration, and woo, 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 and And a lot of women was loving that shit. You check that nigga, you did this, you check two of these, males, they're not really men, knowing that if they call you up on the back line, you know what I mean? Like they got your number, and they call you up directly, they want to fly you out, bend you over, spit in your mouth, a lot of y'all would go for it. I've been graphic like that because some of y'all like that both ways. You want to be flew out and you want to be done dirty. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all would have went for that, right? Not all of y'all. Some of y'all would have been disgusted. Ooh, I can never be the 7th baby mother. Cool. Respect that all the way. But some of you low down, greasy, grimy, scandalous bros would have been all for it. Especially if you thought a bag was coming out of it. So that's number one, right? Number two, my stance was this. Like, I know what a broken home is. I've seen them up close. I've been, I mean, just because you have multiple kids, I don't think that's creating broken homes if you're present. Because the thing is this, for the recap, if you're businessmen like them and you got a lot going on, one, you're not in the home like that anyway. You're not always sleeping home at night. You're not always tucking the kids in. You're not at every game. You're not cooking every meal, etc. Because you're a certain type of guy. You're a mover and a shaker. If you're a regular guy, and I'm using regular just financial, not character, not morals, not values, not principles. Let's be clear. For those that didn't see the other video I did on this particular broken home topic. When it's about the bag and a big bag, then you got the the maids and the nannies, and you got shit set up. You know what I mean? Your kids is strictly taken care of, and you there when you there. You know what I mean? And when you there, you invested. But if you're a regular guy, 9 to 5, you ain't got it figured out yet. You just fucking all type of random joints. Then you impregnating them. You ain't got the money to take care of them. You're not living with none of them. You're not doing like CaM, like all my kids with me. You know what I mean? I see my kids on a regular basis. Like, I'm in there, I'm at the games, I'm mentoring, I'm pouring into them, I'm doing X, Y. Then she give a little recap of, her history, etc. And so I just wanted to bring that up. Right now, you swing to the Breakfast Club, she's like, y'all want to, whatever Cam Newton girl is whatever her name is, right? I would like to talk to her. I think she got in a situation she don't really want to be in. Bitch. Yeah, like, bitch. Who you think you is? Some doctors, psychologists, therapist, bitch, that you going to have a therapy session with this woman, because she was on the internet, I guess, saying she loved to serve, she loved to do X, Y, Z. You don't like that? That she happy in her relationship? You think she being abused? You think she being manipulated? So you want to have a one-on-one with her so you can talk her out of being with CaM? That's disrespectful. Very disrespectful when it's like, who the fuck you think you talking to? Who you think you is, right? And so when they asked her, that was just one little tidbit to get back to CoreY Holcomb. When they're like, yo, you hear CoreY Holcomb questioning your your doctor's degree, etc. She like, oh my God, she used the little wordings and all that. And, how she a doctor, how she this, how she got Ray J as a client. I don't even know if that was a flex or not, because he out here going crazy, that nigga crazy, right? Then it's like, yo, he funky. When we met back in the thing, I schooled him. And then the thing is like, do you know that we can just go to YouTube and type in the Zoe Show and watch the whole episode and see what really transpired like I did? You ain't school that man. And then, CoreY Holcomb, he fired back like, yo, use a bust down. Use it down there. Like, you out here chasing clout and chasing the fame. And again, I brought up the Cam Newton to recap, but also to say my vibes from her, because I didn't really watch the whole Nick Cannon joint. But to see on Cam Newton with the titties out and the little jump off, and you got the Dr. B chain. I just got the vibes, and again, I could be wrong. I don't always read people right. I don't always get a right feel off a person, but I think I am pretty good with that. Definitely, right? Not all the time though. The energy just wasn't really hitting on some doctor, like what's the other lady name? Dr. Ayana Van Zandt. Like, I get it. They, the age bracket is different era, but it wasn't like it was kind of like to educate and to heal and to get some type of understanding so that you can make the person whole, so to speak, on their show. It was really like to check them, talk down on them. It was clout chasing to me. Maybe the ladies didn't see it that way. That's how I kind of took it. So now you in the Breakfast Club and you going back at CoreY. We got a right to ask you your credentials. You say you a doctor? Are you Dr. Dre? Are you Dr. Seuss? Dr. Fulio? Like, doctor of what? I have the right to ask that. And you know, regardless of Ray J or whatever celebrities, just like the trainers, right? Like you see people in the gym all the time working out these joints, right? Or I should say ladies, not joints, bending their legs all wide, 360 degrees and all that shit. They ain't, a lot of them is not licensed. Yeah, they got the physique, chest on swole, back on, you know what I mean, airport backs, center block pecs, arms looking good, right? Niggas is in shape. That don't make you a trainer, meaning you didn't go through the proper protocol. You may know what you're doing, but if you injure somebody or somebody get injured, that's why the gyms, most of the gyms, they don't let you just come in there and just do what you want. They have people in there for that went through training, went through the courses, you know what I mean, whatever protocol or requirements that's required, they get stamped and certified. So you pay your membership to the gym, and I go to Blink Fitness, right? You get injured. Hey, I was with one of the trainers. I was with Shorty. She told me to, you know what I mean, lift the weights like this. I hurt my fucking back. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna be liable. But if you in there and you got the physique, you got your shirt off, you sweating up a storm, and one of the ladies think because you look good and you got a nice physique and you strong, that they're gonna come and you go and train them, you injure them, and they start digging in your past and the records. It's like, where did you get your nutritious license from? Certificate, or whatever whatever it is. Where did you get your your health fitness training shit from? Who trained you? Where did you get certified at? Where's the certification at? We don't see you're held liable, or we can't hold you liable, so that's why you can't come in the gym doing that. You have to have the credentials so that if something happens, we can hold you responsible. Can't just let anybody come in here shaking their ass like, yo, I'm a trainer just because you on creatine and you on CB4 and you can lift the gym up and you look good, you know what I mean, and you got a nice physique. No. So in the sense of Dr. Cheyenne, Bryant, or whatever the fuck her name is, right? Cayenne Pepper. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Where did you get your credentials from? Who's your colleagues, like he was saying? So when you psycho-analyze me, you know what I mean? When you give me, the bill, you know what I mean? And you say, yeah, I diagnosed you with, you got mommy issues and your daddy wasn't around and you're scared of commitment and you're this and you're that. I could say, all right, cool. That's how you see me. When I'm laying on the couch listening to you. You could say, yo, this is where I went to school at, not online. And again, online is fine too. But at least you can show. So it's like, well, where's it at? We have a right to ask that. Then again, when you go back 10, 14 years or whatever it was, you hear her agreeing with him. When he's like, yo, when I meet joints or whatever, I'm a bad influence. I don't want to meet the kids. I'm just there to bust down and for recreational, a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. She like, I'm the same way. I agree. So you agree that you fucking with a lot of niggas, because that's what CoreY Holcomb was saying. You know what I mean? But you don't want to meet the kids. And you see online, she wearing it all. And again, I don't want to, be too judgmental of her. But it just seems like it's a lot of clout chasing and, you want to talk down to niggas. You know what I mean? With your doctoral degrees and all that. And you want to point out what you think is broken homes. And again, I'll end with this, talking about her too fucking long. What was the big thing they was talking about Kevin Samuels, right? And I'm not a disciple. I agreed and I didn't agree. What was the biggest thing that a lot of women were saying? Like, why all the men listening to him and why they taking clues from him? He had 2 failed marriages. He ain't got no girl now. He ain't in no relationship now. That's what they were saying. And some of them was right. That was the thing with Kevin, right? A lot of the women, some men too. Like, yo, you had 2 failed relationships, Who the fuck is you to be jumping online telling me how to deal with my wife or how to deal with women in my, personal life and situation? And although he did have 2 failed marriages, a lot of stuff he was saying was true. It was accurate. Maybe doesn't apply to everybody. But people have a right to ask is pretty much what I'm saying. Like, what makes you, say all be all? What makes you the, the authority? That's the word I was looking for, not say all be all. What makes you the authority on this particular topic, on this particular subject matter? Now, when you say like, who was another guy I found in, and now they mad popping now? Anton Daniels, right? Married for 23 years, I think. Married his wife, Rita. I know her name. You know, watch some of his content. He just was on the news with the whole election, and he got his channel was popping, right? Businessman, seemed like a good brother, right? Married for over 20 years. I got a lot of marriages in my family. I was once married. So when you're talking about relationships, if you was to ask, and then again, even though it's not one size fit all, but for the ladies, if he was giving y'all some of the talking points Kevin was talking about, and they're like, well, who the fuck is you to think you'd be telling me I need to, you know, be a helpmate or move like this, and what do I bring to the table? And he gonna say, nah, I bagged up my wife from high school, fresh out of high school, fresh out of college, and we've been rocking ever since. That holds weight, or it should, because he has experience like the Locks, living off experience. I know what I'm talking about because I've been married for 20 years. I've been separated, got back together, had, you know what I mean? We went through all the trials. And how long y'all been married? How long y'all been dating? 3 years? Or we been did that. So this is what you need to do if you want to make it work. Whereas opposed to somebody that's just on some future shit, you know what I mean? Dirty soda in the styrofoam, spend a day to get my mind blown, dress it up and like, you know what I mean? Like you fucking all these bitches, and then you telling me about a wholesome, healthy relationship. People will be looking like, how the fuck is you qualified, nigga? You got 11 baby mothers. You ain't been in a relationship for over 2 years, you know, long term. How you gonna tell me what to do in my relationship when you never even been in a relationship for even 8 months? It kind of makes sense. So, you know, Dr. Bryant, whatever type of doctor you are, I ain't just siding with CoreY. But I think he cooked you, and I think you really are clout chasing, kind of like a bust down. And he's like, yeah, I was trying to save you, but I know you from the other situation, and he was getting around. My God, you know, niggas be on the internet talking crazy, but I just find it funny that when women find women like her, or other certain type of women, boss type of women, or you know, the educated women, there's nothing wrong with being there. No brother want no airhead type of chick. You know what I mean? Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? You don't want nobody that's a doormat. You want somebody to work with you and be on the program and help you, but not no airhead, bimbo, you know, doormat. I don't, right? So there's nothing wrong with being smart, you know what I mean? Being intelligent, having degrees, if that's what you aspire to be. You know what I mean? The Michelle Obama's, or, you know, whatever type of, you was a lawyer, you was this, you was a doctor, you know, you was a medical brain surgeon. You got to go to school for years to do that. So it's a lot of dedication outside of the home, and that may work for some people. Obviously, you know, Bill Cosby, we got to go to the fictional. You know what I mean? Claire Huxtable was a brilliant lawyer, right? And he was a doctor, and they made it work, right? So whatever works for you, then that's what you should be rocking with. But the thing is, I kind of just get the vibe from all that. She just really clout chasing. It seems like women, they get behind that because they get off on seeing women fake checking niggas, talking down and putting niggas in their place, or putting men in their place.
But y'all know who it is. Popovus from Popovus TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.